Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Now today we are going to be talking about the NASCAR Xfinity and Cup Series results at Phoenix International Raceway, or well, actually, it is actually Phoenix International Raceway, and we're going to be talking about Xfinity and Cup Series results as I mentioned earlier. So let's start with the Xfinity Series. Austin Cindric gets his second race win of the season. Behind him, it is Ty Gibbs in third. Shout out to Brandon Brown, who came third place. I think that's his best result. Or maybe Talladega was, I can't remember. But that is a great result for Brandon Brown's team. Then Riley Herbst, AJ Allmendinger, Jeb Burton, Bailey fucking Curry in Mike Harmon Racing Equipment gets P7. Then Justin Allgaier, Brent Moffitt, and Jeremy Clemens rounds out the top 10. Then Maya Snyder in 11th, JJ Yaley, Harrison Burton, Timmy Hill, Santino Ferrucci, I'll get to him later. Colby Howard, Tommy John Martins, Stefan Parsons, Jeffrey Earnhardt, and Jade Buford rounds out the top 20. So drivers who were outside of the top 20 that are notable mentions. P23rd, Daniel Hemrick, who I think had an issue. I think I can't remember what happened to him. I didn't watch it, but I saw some highlights of it. Justin Haley, I've noted what happened to him, but I think he was struggling a bit. I think Brennan Jones down in 33rd. Haley came in 22nd, 26th. Brennan Jones in 33rd. I think he spun out. Actually, no, he hit the wall. I think on the last lap. In that crazy, like 2 laps ago, I think it was. So that's why he's like down there. 36th, it is Josh Berry, and that's why I want to bring in Ferrucci in. They had a little bit of an accident. I think that forced Berry to cut a tire. He was running so well, I think inside the top 10, and Berry decided to tell him that he's number one twice actually in both of his fingers. So that was pretty funny to watch. 37th. This is gonna be a terrible season for Ryan Sieg. He did so well last season, and now he's just off the pace. It looks like. 38th, it is Michael Annette who had an accident, and 39th, it was Noah Gragson who I think also had an accident as well. So that's the Xfinity Series. We now move on to the Cup Series, and Martin Truex Jr. ends his 57 winless streak drought. I think it was. Finally, again his win in Phoenix, making him I think they're still having the fourth first time winner in this season. And Joe Logano, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski. Shout out to Chase Elliott, who started almost dead last. He worked his way up here. I think because he was sent to the back. And Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson was also at the back as well. Shout out to him coming up to 7th place. William Byron, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney rounding out the top 10. Then Eric Almirola, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Alex Bowman, Matt DiBenedetto finally actually getting a good finishing position. I think he actually had one last race in Las Vegas. That's alright. Kurt Busch, Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, Chris Buescher, Ross Chastain, and Eric Jones round out the top 20. Notable finishes outside of the top 20, only 2 of them. Kyle Busch in 25th. Not really been a great season for him currently, even though they lost one in the Clash, fully made up for it. And 31st, it is Cole Custer in Stewart-Haas Racing Equipment. I think 2 or 3 places above him was Tyler Reddick, but I could be bothered to put him in. So Cole Custer, he didn't run well. Let's just say that. He didn't really run well. We now move on to the Xfinity Series standings. So the standings for this, Austin Cindric still in the lead with Daniel Hemrick, Jeb Burton, AJ Allmendinger, Harrison Burton, Brandon Jones, Maya Snyder, Justin Haley, Brandon Brown, Jeremy Clemens, Justin Allgaier, and Riley Herbst, I guess, rounds out the top 12 in the chase. If we look at the playoff format currently now for the Xfinity, Cindric, Allmendinger, Hemrick, Snyder, Burton, Gibbs, Ty Gibbs, Jones, Burton, Haley, Brown, Clements, and Allgaier right at the top 12. Currently looking in Herbst, Annette, Castle, and Tommy John Martins. We now move on to the Cup Series. Currently in the top 16, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Joe Logano, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Christopher Bell, William Byron, and Kurt Busch rounded out the top 10. Then Michael McDowell, Austin Dillon, Ryan Blaney, Ryan Preece, Kyle Busch, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. rounded at the top 16. Currently, Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, and Cole Custer looking in the top 20. For the playoff bracket, Hamlin, Truex Jr., Larson, Keselowski, Logano, Bell, Byron, Elliott, McDowell, Harvick rounding out the top 10. Kurt Busch, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Dillon, Austin Dillon, Priest, and Stenhouse Jr. rounding out the top 16. So that is it for Phoenix. I think the next race is Atlanta, if I remember correctly. Let me have a look. So it is the Atlanta Motor Speedway, where we get to see all three series: Camping World Truck Series, Xfinity, and Cup. So I'll be obviously reviewing that when it comes out, obviously. So I'll be in March 20th and March 21st, or for me it'll be March 21st and March 22nd, because I'm obviously ahead of the Americans. And I don't think the entry list has been revealed yet. Maybe they have, I don't actually know. So the entry list has not been released yet. However, I know in the Camping World Truck Series, Bill Lester will be back in NASCAR. If you don't know, I think back in the 90s or early 2000s, he was I think an Xfinity, well, the Busch series, and I think also the Truck Series as well, but I think it's mainly the Truck Series he was most well known for. He is an African American, I think, in the footsteps of Wendell Scott. And yeah, so he'll be back. He'll be racing for David Gilliland Racing in the number 17. So hopefully we get to see how well he is in a very, very, very good equipment, I'll be honest. So that is it for me now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.